Okay, so this will be a pre-recorded video for additional examples of motion functions, the area under the curve, and the derivatives and other derivatives part of the discussion. Okay, so may iba na nag-ask ng other problems and additional examples. So here you go. If it's very fast, just pause it and then you try to answer and then just play to get the correct answer. Para at least you have the time to review and learn while watching the video. So this is the problem that I gave to my classes before. So dito po nakalagay na is at sa velocity function. So usually we are used to having a problem that is from the position function tapos you just get the derivatives to get the velocity and then acceleration. Now in this case, it started with velocity and then kailangan mo makuha yung position and acceleration. So let's start with that. So first problem, hanapin daw natin yung position function and acceleration function. Para hindi na tayo mahirapan, let's get the acceleration function para derivative ka agad. So v prime of t, or basically the acceleration, is equivalent to 16 minus 8t. Okay? So there you have it. That's the value of your acceleration function. Diba napakadali lang kasi nag-derivative na tayo. So next po is to get the value of, let's change the color, to get the value of the displacement function or the position function. So you just have to integrate this to get the value. So s yung sabi kanina, so s yung gagamitin nating variable. S of t is equivalent to 16t squared over 2 minus 4t cubed over 3 plus 8t plus c. So this is how you integrate, right? So simplifying the function, s of t is equivalent to 8t squared minus 4/3 t cubed plus 8t plus c. So this is your position function. So ayan, madali lang nakuha natin yung dalawang position function already. Then we'll proceed with the next problems. Okay, so in the next problem, you have here, where is the object at 3 seconds? So what we're going to use is, of course, gagamitin natin yung position function kasi ang tinatanong ay where, okay? So position function, as we have indicated a while ago, is s of t is equal to 8t squared minus 4/3 t cubed plus 8t plus c. So substituting the value of 3 seconds, this becomes 8 times 3 squared minus 4/3 times 3 cubed plus 8 times 3 plus c. So using your calculators, evaluating it, this becomes 60 meters plus c. Bakit may plus c? Kasi wala naman talaga siyang value na dapat i-substitute, and we just know that we have to indicate the plus c from the equation that we had since we integrated the value of the velocity function. So 60 meters plus c, kasi either there is a value there or wala. Para safe lang tayo, mayroon talagang nakalagay na plus c. Okay, so very, very easy. Next, what is the velocity at 2 seconds? Now, in this case, you're asked for the velocity. Again, I'm sorry for the background noise. Nasa may Ateneo po kami, mga manok yan sa neighborhood. Okay, so what is the velocity at 2 seconds? We use the function of the velocity. V of t is equivalent to 16t minus 4t squared plus 8. So substituting the value of 2 seconds, 16 times 2 minus 4 times 2 squared plus 8, the velocity is 24 meters per second. Okay? Again, as I've mentioned, it's not only about the numerical value. We can just say that it's a positive value, it's an increasing value. So, pwedeng ganun yung questions lumabas sa inyo just in case sa exams. Okay? Next, what is the acceleration at 1 second? Again, what we're going to use now is your acceleration function, which is a of t is equivalent to 16 minus 8t. So 1 second, 16 minus 8 times 1. The acceleration at 1 second is 8 meters per second squared. Okay? Sir, paano ko nakuha ulit yung mga units? Again, these are the basic units that we are using all the time. Meters for distance or displacement, meters per second for velocity, meters per second squared for acceleration. Okay, so that is the basic na questions na meron tayo. Next, yung medyo mahirap-hirap, what is the displacement from 0 to 4 seconds? From what we have discussed in terms of displacement, it's just a change in x, which is x of the time 2 minus the x of time 1. So in our case, change in s yung gamit natin kasi s yung variable natin. So this is s of time 2, which is 4 seconds. And then s of time 1, which is 0 seconds. Using the value of the function, which is s of t is equivalent to 8t squared minus 4 thirds t cubed plus 8t plus c. Okay? So let's try. So change in s na tayo. Let's use different colors mamaya. So s of t sub 2, ayan, nagre-recite yung mga manok. You have 8 times, the time 2 is 4, right? 4 seconds, 4 squared minus 4 thirds, 4 cubed, plus 8 times 4 plus c. Okay? Subtracted by the value of, let's change into different color. Subtracted by the value of 8 times 0, kasi time 1 na tayo, squared minus 4 thirds, 0 cube, plus 8 times 0 plus c. So, tingnan natin, itong lahat ay magiging 0. So, meron tayo ditong plus c, and meron din tayo ditong plus c. However, this is subtraction, so this becomes negative c. This value ultimately becomes 0 as well. So, you're left with ito na lang, yung natitira mo. So, evaluating this in your calculator, you'll be getting a value of 74.67 meters. Okay? Nag-round up tayo into 2 decimal places. So, this is the displacement from 0 to 4 seconds. Okay. Next question is the average velocity from 0 to 4 seconds. Remember that average velocity is just v bar is equal to change in x over change in t. Or in this case, yung change in x na mini-mention dito is already your displacement, which we have solved a while ago. So this is just change in s over change in t. Yung change in s natin from the previous slide is 74.67 meters. 74.67 meters divided by the time 4 minus 0 seconds. So 74.67 minus divided by 4 is 18.67 meters per second. So this is your average velocity from 0 to 4 seconds. Okay? So last question is the average acceleration from 0 to 4 seconds. So ito medyo mahaba na naman to because we were not able to solve it. Wala naman talaga tayong na-solve kaninang shortcut. Okay? So a bar is equivalent to change in velocity over change in time. Remember that the velocity function is 16t minus 4t squared plus 8. Okay? So, substituting the value, again, this is just v sub 2 or vt sub 2. Sige, para mas makita. V sub 2 minus, ayaw ma-erase nito. Just a minute. Para mas malinaw. Okay, so this is vt sub 2 minus vt sub 1 over t sub 2 minus t sub 1. Yung time natin is from 0 to 4 seconds. So, let's substitute. You have the average acceleration is 16 times 4 minus 4 times 4 squared plus 8. Let's use a different colored pen now to distinguish the values. Subtracted by the value of 16 times 0 minus 4 times 0 squared plus 8. Okay, so this becomes 0 plus 8 and then plus 8. But again, this is subtraction, right? So magiging 0 din tong value na to. I forgot, it's divided by the value of the change in time is 4 to 0. So, evaluating the values, you'll be having 16 times 4 minus 4 times 4 squared divided by 4 is 0 already. Divided by 4 is 0 meters per second squared. So, we can say that the average velocity is 0 meters per second squared, or basically there's no acceleration at this point. Okay, so this is the example that we had. You can refer to the other problems posted before by Ma'am Mars, yung cheetah problem, the worded problem, and then the pre-recorded videos uploaded in your G Classroom. Thank you.